Hi everybody, welcome back to Pixel Junkies. We're playing Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy.
It's Star Wars time of the week.
Hey Chewie, I saved your ship.
We waited patiently outside the door for a whole week.
For a whole week.
He's like, bitch, you're coming back a lot. You coming back or something? And he's dead again. No more comic series for you either. Random other droid.
Oh yeah, I'm low in health.
Yeah. You have 13 healths.
So, have you looked into the expanded universe at all? Are you?
Nope.
No. Do you like Star Wars?
I like Star Wars, yeah, but I mean...
What is your favorite part about Star Wars? Leia's in this, not Han.
My favorite part of Star Wars?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like one aspect?
One aspect of Star Wars that's your favorite. It could be a character, it could be a ship, it could be anything.
See, my answer is going to be based on what comes to mind, but I'm sure...
Yeah, but that's the most honest answer.
5 hours from now, I'd tell you, like, my actual answer. Like,
well, that's fine. The audience will have to check that out, too.
Oh, yeah, because I'll post it or something. Or I'll say it in a future episode.
You'll say it in a future episode.
I'll be like, I thought about this all week. Oh, you're gonna break her neck? Oh. Mission failed. I think it's really just like the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like I like the atmosphere, and what sort of proves it for me, I'm gonna say pod racing again, because even though it's, you know, I'm the car guy and I love motorsport and whatever, and pod racing is like a future form of motorsport, I like the idea that people like Anakin Skywalker, even though you can sort of gloss over the fact that he's the only somehow ignorant 10-year-old who can use a pod racer, but that like aliens is sort of like all creeds and backdrops come together for like this form of motorsport, even though their galaxy is in peril. It's sort of like our own world where, you know, like we sort of ignorantly gloss over all the wars and death that goes on, just to sort of like sit down and have some fun with a form of entertainment, this being the medium, this being a motorsport. So it's cool that like you can sort of kind of see like threads of our own planet in Star Wars, and obviously that's where it all came from.
Yeah. As
inspiration, but I like the atmosphere that, you know, if you were to drop me into a part of Star Wars and say like this is where you're at, then it'd probably be some sort of alien guy or whatever. I don't know if I'd be human or whatever, but sort of in that realm of in between the motorsport and getting caught up in pod racing.
Yeah. I like... See, the atmosphere of it all changed in the prequels, and
you kind of shag that. I mean, I like the atmosphere of the pod racing bit, but the atmosphere of the 4, 5, and 6 were like the good one. You know, it felt original, but it had different. He should have got cut in half. It felt good. I can't describe it. It sounds stupid. But I know what you're saying is that it really had its own vibe. So that was your favorite part?
Huh?
Your favorite part was the atmosphere as well?
Yeah, pretty much.
The ground looks like bacon. It's like really massive bacon texture.
That's definitely what it is.
Just took a picture of bacon and photoshopped it.
Oh, you are not shooting me. Where are you?
It's a really cool universe. It's really cool lore. Like the fact that like you could sort of be dropped in any scenario, whether it be in the desert or in like snow or in a city or with people, and you could sort of get your own like Star Wars flavor. Like if you just walked into a random bar or a tavern or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
And you would sort of get that mixture of
what's this do? Star
Wars in this.
Oh, bounces.
Well, they need
okay.
I remember that from the original Dark. He's like, he died from breaking his head off that rock. Yeah, you're dead.
Okay. I think he got shot and flew off
He
again.
bounced again.
His body is like filled with helium.
I remember the Bowcaster in the original Dark Forces games, and they did that, so it's kind of cool that they kept it.
Family Guy falling.
He looks like his arms look like wings or something when he fell over. They really need to make like a current gen, super high graphics, first person Star Wars RPG. Like,
I think Bethesda should.
yeah, I was just gonna say, get Bethesda to make a Star Wars RPG. And
Disney? Disney, listening to us? Nope, but you should.
let Bethesda make a Star Wars RPG
Yeah, but
game.
see, Bethesda's not owned by EA.
It doesn't matter.
But DICE is.
It doesn't matter. Disney owns Star Wars.
Yeah, but EA has, like, exclusivity or something.
Oh, fuck off with that. Let Bethesda make you a Star Wars game, and you will get a buttload of money from it.
Oh.
And it will also be Game of the Year, and everyone will play it, and it will be amazing.
Is this... It is a sniper.
Star Wars Trivia in Episode 4.
Oh, okay, you disintegrated.
Episode 4, when the guy raises the gun above his head, he only did that once, and then they actually rewound the footage and played it back 2 more times.
Yeah.
Star Wars Trivia. The more you know.
I'm not gonna kill you, jealous.
I can't make their noise, but I find it so hilarious.
Hey.
Hey, look at C.
So, I'm sorry, C-3PO.
It's C-3P.
Sorry about last
And also
time.
a random massive
See?
wheel.
See the lighting?
It's pretty
It's
good.
on everything. Even on the metal here. I mean, it's not
It's not
great.
very dynamic, but it's kind of dynamic. Does it reflect off the bacon?
Not well.
Not greasy enough.
Yeah. I had a really good burger today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Bacon was delicious.
Delicious bacon.
Yeah. And covered in mozzarella cheese. Oh, it's good.
You're going to have to start watching what you eat now.
Why?
Because with the Fukushima spill in Japan, a lot of the...
Oh, I thought you were calling me fat.
Oh, yeah. But no, a lot of the Fukushima, the radiation spill is affecting a lot of the produce in North America.
Oh.
It's like affecting the grass. They found
Not bacon. Bacon is indestructible.
well, bacon comes from pigs,
Which
and
come from bacon.
pigs come from bacon. Just glue a bunch of bacon
just
together.
murdered all
and
you.
forms a pig. They should add that. They should add bacon in Minecraft, and if you fill all 9 squares, it makes a pig.
They should do that.
But yeah,
Jeez, C-3PO.
the
How many torsos do you have?
it's not the same guy. There was a bunch of those droids. He wasn't the only gold one.
No, you're right. But I did kill him last time because Chewie was there.
But yeah, they tested milk recently, and it accounted for 2,000% of the radiation that is accepted. 2,000% more radiation that is accepted, and their resolve for fixing the radiation in not only milk. If it's in the cows, it's in their meat, which means it's in beef, which probably means it's in the food that pigs get, and also the food that the cows are eating. So basically, it contaminates like all the food. And what they're doing to actually fix the problem with the radiation is not changing what they feed the animals. They're actually upping the accepted level of radiation for food. So rather than being like, oh yeah, well we got radiation in food, so we gotta stop feeding them that, they're like, oh, we'll just make this acceptable.
I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to growing a third limb.
Yeah, because that happens.
I mean, a third arm.
a third arm. I want a third penis.
My second one's not long enough.
If they were both like on top of each other, then that'd be, they'd be pretty
Just
long.
double-ended. Grow one out of the other one.
It's like an alien.
Yeah. The top of
Yeah,
that's
just peel
gross.
back the
That's hilarious.
Peel back the whatnot, and then another one comes out. Is that it? No.
Like drools and shit and burns.
It has teeth.
It burns a hole in the floor.
Acid dripping out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, he died. Was that a guy or was it a droid?
That was a droid.
Oh, I think that was a guy because he cut his head off. Yeah. So anyway, people, not saying like stop eating everything, but definitely question where it comes from. Know where it comes from. Know your resources.
Okay, I didn't lose any off.
Make sure what you're eating is herfy. I love when you clothesline with it. It should cut them in half, but it's so funny that they trip up over it.
For a special, I think for a special, we're going to visit Outcast with the mod, with the cheat code.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of doing
it. For cutting up bodies.
Yeah, just for cutting up bodies.
Alright.
So this is definitely one of my favorite games.
Sandcrawler.
Yep.
With random things.
Everything good about Star Wars is in this game. It's got a good storyline.
What the fuck happened to that guy?
It's got a good storyline. It does follow that atmosphere that's awesome.
Of 4, 5, and 6.
Of 4, 5, and 6. Cool characters. You get to find out what happens after the movies.
I'm really anxious to see.
This is a great game.
Number 7.
And screw Disney for ending LucasArts.
I'm as much as that is stupid. I'm really hoping that 7 isn't super kids movie.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be good, but
J.J. Abrams announced that he's
resigning and letting Uwe Boll direct it.
Yeah, man.
Oh, sweet.
No, he's going to film the episode 7. Jesus, I can't speak. He's going to film episode 7 on film. It's not going to be digital.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Be nostalgic about it.
Yeah. And there was an article yesterday.
What's he doing that for?
I don't know.
Wasn't like Star Wars like the pinnacle of cutting edge, and now he's like being nostalgic about it?
But look what happened when it went in that direction.
Yeah, but that wasn't the way it was filmed's fault. That was
the ideas behind the way it was filmed.
An hour and a half of the movie was just like, your trade routes.
Star Wars needs more puppets. Puppet Yoda.
It needs more practice.
Puppet Yoda is infinitely better.
Puppet Yoda.
Puppet Yoda, I said.
You said Yoda first.
Oh. Infinitely better than CG Yoda.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to find out where to go.
I don't know.
Infinitely better. Watch the Yoda scene in episode 5.
He is retarded in the early movies.
Yeah, because he's old and losing his mind. It's awesome.
I know because, that.
He's lost his mind. It's great.
That, but I think it's
Plus
because...
Jim Henson.
Well, because Jim Henson did the puppeteering, right?
Yes.
Because Frank got
Yes.
I think it was because they didn't know what they wanted his character to be. I think their excuse is like, oh, he was old and losing his mind.
Oh.
And it works. What, are you going to cut that down?
Pull it down.
Oh. It works. The idea works and is valid. But I think it's just because they didn't know what they wanted the character to be. I mean, he's like 800 years old in the early movies, isn't he?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and so he's like 20 years older in the episode 5, and all of a sudden he's losing his mind. Like an extra 20 years makes a big difference.
Well, dude, living in isolation does some terrible things to you.
It's Yoda.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody he knew died. He failed miserably to protect the Jedi.
Miserably.
He did.
I'm just making fun of how you said it. He's the guy who's like, to everybody in the movie, you gotta be
crap.
You gotta be patient, and you gotta be solitary, and you gotta be understanding. And then he's like,
you didn't die from that?
Completely like, oh, I'm gonna go insane because I'm living on this planet by myself, even though I could easily go somewhere else and live with somebody. But I'm gonna go to this Dagobah planet here and fucking live in the woods for the rest of my life by myself for no reason. And then I'll stick on to Luke's back in 20 years.
Stick on.
Well, clearly they like taped him onto his back, and then he dies. Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched Star Wars yet, came out in like 1980 something, episode 5. So I don't know. I think it's just because they didn't know what they wanted his character to be, and then in the newer ones they couldn't really write for him because he's younger, even though he kind of feels like he's older. Like, I feel like Yoda in episode 5 is like a younger, more playful Yoda than in episode 1, 2, 3.
Yes, because he's an old hermit living on his own. And dying
Not
and
valid.
losing his mind. It's
20
completely
years.
valid.
It's 20 years.
20 years on his own.
So
by
what?
himself.
It's Yoda. He's like he's the pinnacle of being like
I have no idea what I'm
content with any situation.
doing. I've lost health.
Not to mention he's connected with the Force, so he was never alone.
Yeah, that's true.
He could have been like, "Hey Ben, what up? Let's Skype." And then he was like, "Hey, what's going on?" So I don't think unless he had dementia or something. He just developed dementia for some reason.
Okay.
I'm 885 now. Jesus, what am I gonna go at?
Good thing I'm not 886 when I die.
Yep. Yeah. Why does every game need lava in it?
I don't know, dude.
You definitely gotta like force pull it out of the ground and shoot it at a guy, or jump over it. You gotta force haul ass. Oh, okay. Why isn't Bethesda made a game about this? What did you kill them for?
I didn't mean to.
You didn't know who they were. You're not a very good Jedi.
I think I just fucked myself.
You gotta jump over that pipe.
Oh, yes, I do.
The fuck was that?
Not doing what I was supposed to do.
Is there a stat for how much wall you cut in this game?
There should be.
You cut 872
No.
miles.
Crap!
Oh, you gotta run around it? Well, first time we died. So now you gotta start.
I don't know where my checkpoint is.
Hopefully this game isn't like Buffy.
We should be saving. There's manual save in this game.
Are we at the beginning of the level now?
I hope not. We're definitely a ways back.
Where's this at?
A ways back.
So you can save anywhere in this, can you?
You can, yep.
Alright, well then we should not be royally screwed over like Buffy.
There's... Yeah,
What?
nothing. We'll talk later.
We'll talk later. Okay. 'Cause
Very private matters concerning the
they
future
haven't
of
seen-
Pixel Junkies.
They haven't seen Buffy already. Yeah, I don't remember how long ago this was. The HUD kind of looks like it did in Dark Forces.
Yeah,
A
I
little
wish
bit
they were
bigger.
actually on the corners of the screen, though.
Yeah, well it would be if you were on a shitty TV.
Yeah.
Or,
I guess.
as the purists would say,
Alright, sorry folks about that.
a good CRT
I
monitor.
won't be as liberal with my life.
At least it's not like Super Star Wars.
Yeah.
Remember the Sandcrawler level in that? Fuck that
We should
game.
get that off Jordan and do a special on that.
Yeah, special. You only get about 10 minutes out of it. Play the second level as Chewie and try not to die instantly. Where the friggin' whatever they are,
Does he have all of them, or just that one? First
Just Super Star Wars, I think. I don't know what the other ones were called. Were they called the names of the movies?
I think so.
So what was the first one called?
Oh, sorry. Oh, it was Super Star Wars, and then
A New Hope?
I think it was just Super Star Wars, and the sequels were called Empire Strikes Back.
When did that
and,
come out? That came out like 10 years after the movie, didn't it?
Yes. Yep. That came out in the 90s.
Yeah. So it was like 20 years after the movie almost. 15.
Yeah, well, the Return of the Jedi came out in 86?
Yeah, and then didn't A New Hope come out? Well, Episode 4 wasn't A New Hope at the time, I don't think. Or was it? It was A New Hope, but it just wasn't Episode 4. Actually, no. In the original credit reel, it just said...
that thing you gotta do here.
Huh? Oh, in the original credit roll, it just said Star Wars, and then the text started. It wasn't actually... It didn't say Episode 4 in the title.
Yeah.
When did they start doing that? What, Episode 5?
Well, they were all planned out in order.
Yeah, but they never said it at the first
Yeah,
one.
but because no one knew it would be worth doing more.
Yeah, so when did they start doing that, is my question.
Oh, the fifth one. Episode 5.
So then if you paid no attention to the fourth one, that confused the fuck out of you when you went to see the fifth one.
Yes.
You're like, Star Wars! And then you go see the movie, and it's like, Episode 5. You're like, what? 3 other movies came out since this one?
I could be completely wrong there.
So get past this part, and we will end the episode.
Man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
You saved, though. Alright, well that's one way to do it.
There we go. 5
You
health
lost
left.
all your health. Yeah. You're gonna die again. Alright, and now we can end the episode. So we'll get past that part, and we will see you next week.
Yes, join us next week when we figure
later
out a
this
way
week.
to get past that Lao without dying.
Wow. Why is there lava in a sandcrawler?
That's for smelting.
Smelting droids?
Yes.
Alright, well, we'll see you next time.
See ya.